Peace, loves. Thank you for joining me here in this video. My name is Christina. Welcome to my channel, Freeforming. So I wanted to come on here to just talk about why it's important to keep the focus the focus. Yes, that's right. Keep the focus the focus. I know early on my journey, when things would happen to me, I would just get so caught up in trying to figure out what was going on, what the problem was. I had to get to the root, I had to get to the source. And even, I would watch people on YouTube just to get different perspectives. And typically people would always suggest or recommend, get to the root of your traumas, so that you can transmute them and things of that nature. And I think that that is a part of the work that I have been called to do, to really look at my experiences from an observer's point of view, not placing myself in the same shoes, being traumatized all over again, but looking at my experiences from a third party point of view to really see what the lesson was and what I had to experience in my life. But I found that I was just getting caught up in just continuing to reflect on my life, and I wasn't putting much of my focus in looking forward. And so what I do now is that if anything comes up, I just tell myself I already dealt with it. And I don't even tell myself this. What's the focus? What's the focus? What's the focus? And the more that I focus on what I want to focus on, what my goals are, and not letting my mind seep into the trauma bag, but getting into the bag, the more that I focus on the bag, the more that is all that is encompassing my mind. That is the only space that is being taken up in my mind, is focusing on that bag, because it's energy is everything. And so if the majority of your time you're spending the majority of your time doing a certain action, for instance, you're spending a majority of your time wallowing in self-doubt, and you want to get out of that self-doubt and just learn to have more compassion. If most of your energy is focused on the self-doubt, it's going to be hard to focus on the compassion when most of your energy is focused on the self-doubt. So something could arise, and instead of you focusing on being compassionate, your mind automatically goes to the self-doubt, because that neuron in your brain is what has been exercised the most. So you want to really, whatever it is that you're wanting to focus on, anytime anything comes up that tries to deter your focus, it's ooh, look at me, because emotions can be very addictive. And so the emotion can be ooh, don't you want to feel me? Even though it might not feel the best, it could still be very addictive. And it's ooh, don't you want to feel me? And it's no, I don't want to feel you. I want to keep the focus of focus, and I want to continue to focus on what really truly feels good to me. What feels good, what is good, thoughts that feel good. Just keep the focus. Waste no time. Once your awareness comes to, once your awareness comes about, once you become aware that you have not been focused, don't even think about why you have not been focused. Just shift your focus and keep going. And I feel sometimes, especially when we wake up and we're in situations and we're oh my goodness, how did we get here? I just created a whole situation. And especially if other people are involved in the situation, when you wake up to what it is that you've been doing, or so especially if other people are in that situation, you might feel oh my goodness, how am I going to explain this, or what am I going to do? And it's no, focus. Keep the focus. You never have to explain yourself. Just keep the focus, because the moment that you start doing the whys and the hows and all that, you literally go down this rabbit hole that's just furthering that energy of you just not being focused. Because at first you weren't aware that you weren't focused. Now that you're aware that you weren't focused, but now you're still not being focused because you're focusing on why you weren't focused versus being focused. You know, you get what I'm saying? So keep the focus, whatever goals you are here to accomplish, focus on them, put all of your energy into them. You know, keep the focus, y'all. Stay focused out here. Stay focused, especially if you're on your journey and you're just a creator. There's going to be so many things out here that are going to try to deter your focus. So many people that want your focus. So many things that want your focus. And I'll say you do have to make times for the things that are important, but you still got to keep the focus, Keep the focus. And everyone's focus is different. You know, everyone's focus is different. My focus is different from your focus. But you got to keep the focus. So I just want to come on here to give you guys that quick message. Thank you so much for joining me here in this moment.